Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Katarn here. I thought we'd do something a little bit different, so I strung together my B-roll and I thought I'd just give you my stream of consciousness kind of afterwards looking at it with you. No script, no super processed audio. I didn't go through and, you know, minimize or remove my breaths and try to make all my pauses exactly the same like I do with my normal stuff. Part of that, and people accuse me of being AI, which I am not, is that I got feedback early on that sometimes my tone, especially when I get excited about something, can really be a little bit grating to some people, so that's part of it. I try to be even keel to kind of be an authority on topics whenever I make videos, so I just wanted to kind of do this as like a casual review with you guys, because if you like this, let me know in the comments and we can go with it. So this is the L-21 Wolf, and I do have to say, I see the Star Wars aesthetic. A lot of people are saying Nubian because it's very aluminum looking. What is it? Shiny silver whenever it's in its default configuration. Now this is the concierge paint. I hate the gold. I think that's like a requisite for the concierge paint. So if they drop that, I think this would look pretty cool. Like if that was black there instead of gold or white or something, anything other than that color. But with this look, I would say that I don't see as much Nubian with this as I see General Grievous's ship, you know, the one that Obi-Wan took. You do look a little bit silly climbing up it. I mean, if you look at it in third person, it's gonna surprise you. But I do like the canopy. I kind of wish it would have gone up and back, kind of like Obi-Wan's. But I feel that, you know, there's only so much that they can lift one-to-one whenever they do this. Now I'm gonna be quiet. Those engine sounds are absolutely amazing. It actually sounds like a jet engine firing up. I love that. You get the initial prop being moved and then the firing. I think they hit the audio on all cylinders on this. And it even looks the part too. I mean, that looks so cool. I wouldn't want to stand there. And the side wings, you love it. I mean, it's definitely, those are inspired by Amidala's ships for sure, I would believe. And then in here in the cockpit, so nothing too fancy. I mean, it is a luxury ship, but you have two MFDs. The cockpit, he's holding two joysticks. Nothing really stands out to me here as needing to be changed. It's fine. You have a decent field of view. What is interesting to me is the stance, though, whenever it's on the ground, because you're actually looking kind of up above the horizon. It would be very interesting to see how that works. Now up here, I wanted to take a look at the landing gear and the fin. I know that that's like a community issue. Some people don't like the fin. I personally don't like it at all. Jorgi loves it. He thinks it reminds him of boating, and he's happy with that. Here is Star Citizen's screenshot generator mode. I mean, it's just freaking amazing. The ship does look great in the atmosphere, and you probably recognize that from the thumbnail. One of the things that I really do like about it is that afterburn glow is beautiful. I think the fin is there because of the lawyers, honestly. I think that you need to be more than 10% different than something that you're taking inspiration from to fall within copyright law. So they're like probably just like throw a fin on it, and then it's not as offending. This looks amazing. There are not a lot of ships that you can like really see yourself in the cockpit. Either the cockpit glass is too dark or the ship geometry doesn't allow it, but this one, being able to see myself in quantum travel like that with my overalls on is pretty cool. I'm doing Gilly's mission here, and if you want to critique and make fun of my flying skills, you're totally welcome to. When I first got into Star Citizen, I was convinced I was going to be the next great pilot, Luke Skywalker, etc. And that that reality quickly hit me in the face. Yeah, I'm never going to be that great at it. I can hold my own maybe, but I'm not good. And I'm more than happy to have somebody else fly my ship. And I feel like Captain Reynolds in a lot of ways like that, because like I'd hire Wash to fly my ship. I could fly it if I had to, but like why not get somebody better? And that's how I always look at it too. That's why I like Chronic and all the other guys fly for me. One other thing I noticed here is that this cutter is absolutely taking all the bullets. It's a bullet sponge. Way more than I expected. So people were worried that these size 4 guns would be like the new meta or something, but if it takes that much ammo to destroy a starter ship, I think that they're probably already tuned pretty well to not be like insane DPS wise. And that's the other trend that we're seeing with a ship like the Wolf and with the Meteor. If they have, and I'm flailing around here right now because I didn't rebind my targeting correctly, so I apologize about that. But if they have bespoke guns, it makes it a lot easier for CIG to balance them without having to worry about balancing everything. Because, like, for example, if you change the profile of the attrition 4s or something like that, you're changing every other ship. I would actually kind of think in the future that this may be more the norm. We'll start seeing ships with bespoke weapons because it's cool to be able to change out your damage, but I'm almost 100% sure we're going to see a laser version of this ship. Maybe this is the L-21 Wolf and the other one will be like the L-21 Bobcat or something, but it'll probably have a laser version that comes out too, so they can have bespoke lasers and again continue that balance. One thing I did notice is that it doesn't seem to hit that hard. I mean, I really like the agility of it. It is a light fighter, so if you like light fighters, you know exactly what you're getting. You know, the shields are like paper, so it's kind of like you're a mage in WoW, if you understand the reference. You're kind of that glass cannon, and there you can see that, you know, I like to live dangerously and fly right next to items as well. But like, you know, you can put out the damage, but my shields went down really quickly. You're gonna see this in a second. So this guy just stopped, so I just started pounding on him. But I mean, these prospectors are pretty tanky as is. And I didn't feel like, even though I'm pretty sure almost every shot that I fired hit this guy, like, it really took a long time to kill him. And then here, you can kind of see our shield performance as he starts fighting back. So this guy's just stopping. I mean, it's not really difficult for me at this point. So I'm just firing at him. But once he starts firing at me, watch how quickly those shields go down. And these are size 1s, I think. So you really don't have a whole lot of, yeah. And you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't remember what the Prospector's weaponry is. I don't know if I've ever fired it, to be honest. But yeah, I was worried during this fight that I was actually going to run out of ammo. That's one of the things that I don't like about ballistics. Now here I was trying to get the fin off to see what it looked like, and yeah, it did not go well. But hey, I got it. The fin isn't there anymore. You know, I feel like I won that round. And then finally, I wanted to take a look at it with its default skin, because for some reason in the PU it has the red tipped engines on there as the default, and when I took it off, it actually disappeared entirely from my inventory, so I don't know what's going on with that. But this is the default skin. It looks more Nubian. Honestly, I think that this is the best looking one. This one, or maybe the white one that they had, but for me, like, I really do enjoy the silver aluminum 50s aesthetic. You know, and that's the other thing too, like, people are like, oh, that's so Star Wars, but Star Wars is also copying those same, you know, design principles whenever they make their ships. Now, you might say, you know, Captain Tim, you know, we haven't really talked much about specs, and the truth is, I don't give a damn about the specs because they're all going to change. That's how it goes with these ships. I mean, yes, I like the way it turns, I like the way it rolls, I like all of the pitch, I like everything about the movement of the ship. The balance of the ship is going to come. Also, the audio is fantastic on the thrusters. They've absolutely nailed that. The ship feels good, you know? There's not a whole lot more that I want to talk about with that, but what I will always say is that, like, light fighters, medium fighters, heavy fighters, unless they do something specific and different than other ones, like in this case for the Guardian, which is my favorite combat ship right now, it gives me both a place to store loot and to be able to take hits, so I like that. If you like the Gladius, you might like this as an alternate, you may not. I mean, that's going to come down to personal preference. So my recommendation always is, if you're going to get a ship because you like it. It makes you feel good when you look at it, you like the way it flies, whatever the case is, because everything else is always subject to change. And that's the one thing, if you can look at it and smile, you're always going to be happy. At $90 US, I mean, our currency is devaluating so quickly, I can't really even say that that's, you know, too much or too little. It seems fine to me. You can get them in game in a couple months as well. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool ship. So let me know if you liked this style of video where I'm just talking, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the verse.